Hey friends, it's Sam with Paper Bezels. Welcome back. Thank you for stopping in on my channel. I am going to show you a few mini journals that I created. Just a quick look at them. These are items that I am making on my Tuesday Whatnot live shows. I am going to be doing some craft and chats as well as doing some destashing, and then we have new items that will be coming into the shop as well. So if you're interested in looking at that and watching me create live on Whatnot, make sure you click on the link below to go directly to my shop. If you are not on Whatnot already or you're interested in selling on Whatnot, I will put those links as well. They do give you $15 for shopping as a new customer, and they also have different perks to match your first sales on a show if you sign up to become a seller on there as well. So I will put those links for you. If you have any questions, of course, message me. I'm perfectly willing to help and ask questions about or answer questions about anything you want to know about Whatnot. But we did create 3 mini journals, and I wanted to kind of do a quick flip through and show you what they look like. We'll start from smallest, which is very tiny. I did have a die that I used, but I also showed how you could make journals like this without using a die. And if you follow me on Instagram, you've seen recently where I posted about these tiny little flowers and these tiny little leaves, which are both punches, sorry. And we've got pages within. This is actually coffee tea dye paper. That's the first one. Middle size, I did use a tiny Tim Holtz bulldog clip to kind of use it as a closure. It's so little, but it's so cute. I did put a little bit of fabric on the front as a pocket. You see those cute little details, butterflies, a little bit of a diamond dot there, leftover bits and pieces from scraps. And that was the beauty of these creations. Most of the things that I was using was from scraps. We did a little tag with a mushroom, a scrap piece of vintage trim there, and it just goes tucked right inside that pocket. We've got different pages in here, different paper that I used. This is also from a die set that I have, but again, I did show how you could make things like this without a die set. A tiny little tag tucked into a pocket back there. And again, we've got the little tiny Tim Holtz bulldog closure, bulldog clip. So that is our second one. And then the largest of the 3, just a nice little ribbon closure, cute little pin with a flower dangle on there. And again, all of these things, all of this I created with the scraps. You see all the little bits and pieces and stars. I did some tiny stamping. There's a little bird. That's the front. Back has my little icon or my little sticker on there. Any little piece that I had left over from making the inner pages, because some of these pieces are actually antique and vintage paper, I just kept them and collaged. You see that tiny little piece of trim as well. Inside we've got a pocket, and this particular one I made without a die. So I just measured, cut, and measuring was pretty easy. I just figured out what size I wanted it for my own benefit. Like, I think this is like 2.5 inches. And then here's your little pieces of paper from leftover scraps. I even did some tiny tags with some leftover vellum pieces. A lot of times when I'm creating and I have a lot of scraps like this, I may stop at the end of my project, take those scraps and just do some quick die cutting with some of the tiny dies that I have. And I do have a good collection of tiny dies. Little pieces of paper left over from just different packaging, little tiny piece of vintage tape. I actually got this tape off of Amazon, so it's not vintage, but here's some vintage and antique paper, and that is it. So if you have any questions about our Whatnot shows or any questions about my creations, let me know. Thank you so much for stopping in. Thank you so much for subscribing and liking and commenting on my videos. It really does help my channel. I am going to be doing more videos. I will be doing Whatnot full-time, as well as doing more social media videos for you guys full-time. So thank you so much. Love you. Besos. Bye.